Hello everybody, my name is Daniel, and welcome to Divinity Original Sin 2, the Definitive Edition. This just came out not too long ago. I mean, the Definitive Edition, that is. They went through, they added some dialogue, cleaned some stuff up I hear. I don't really have the comprehensive list, so I'm kind of excited to see what they might have changed. I've only played this game on a few occasions, so I'm actually really excited to get back into it and make a total fool out of myself figuring it out. So we're going to go single player. We're going to go classic, which is kind of the, yeah, it says the classic role-playing experience. It's a little harder than, say, story mode or explorer mode, which are made mostly for, you know, playing through the story, seeing the environments. We're going to go classic. It's a nice balance. We'll see the story, we'll hear the tales, but we'll also fight the things and probably die along the way. Here we are. Okay. So you can play as these preset characters. They have their own backgrounds, their own stories. They have a lot of grit built into them already, but I think I'll prefer to make my own person. Here we go. As for build, well, that is an interesting question. We got to figure out what we're going for. I am a fan of the tanky people myself, but we could go for something very unique like a wizard. If I were so daring. I think for now I'm going to go for a metamorph. And I'll explain why as we go along. And hopefully you can see some of my thought processes if you decide to try out the game for yourself and get a little bit of inspiration for making your own characters. I like a nice turf. People look at me and they say, you look like a turf. Gotta find a face that doesn't look hilarious. Or does look hilarious. There we go, that's nice. What kind of hair do I want? Ooh, something definitely tutor or brewer. I like brewer. That's a nice way to go. Let's see. Oh, a nice full set of facial hair. Oh, there we go. You can't beat that. Look how just dashing I am already. Perfect. And then voice.
Meet your maker.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare.
Glory is mine.
All right, we have to do trickster. That's I look very tricky, don't I? Alright, preset, we're a metamorph. So metamorph is kind of it's a magical class where you kind of take on certain aspects of animals to attack. So you grow a tentacle and hit somebody, or you get bull horns and you attack them. Some pretty cool stuff. Chicken claw, turn the target character into a chick. Perfect, see? And there's chameleon cloaks, I can turn invisible. So there's a lot of variety to them. Divinity is a game heavily built on D&D mechanics, kind of traversing the land, interacting with the people, so having those niche abilities like turning into a chameleon, or, well, being like a chameleon, or turning people into chickens, those will come in handy as we go along. I'm not going to spend too long on this stuff. I like some strength, and I like some constitution. I like hitting stuff, and I like getting hit. So we're going to start with that. And then obviously throwing it into polymorph, which this is the part that I like. If you decide to do the metamorphosis stuff and go into polymorph, you get a free attribute for every point that you spend. So a lot of these different classes, you might call them, these archetypes, give you different benefits if you use them. So if you're a huntsman, you know, bow character, you do more damage when you're attacking from high ground. So there's those little extra niches that get thrown in. So polymorph is going to give us some more skill points to work with for now. And we'll start moving into other stuff as we go along and become much more defined as a character. Next, I like single-handed as much as I love these big weapons. I'm a shield and sword and a board kind of guy. I like a little bit of extra defense, even if it means killing stuff a little slower. Next, I'm feeling persuasion, and I think all of you are feeling persuasion. After all these heavy RPG games, I have a tendency to need a little bit of nuance, a little bit of sweet talking, and I look like the kind of guy that can sweet talk. So, as for talents, opportunist, whenever somebody moves away from you, you get to attack them. That's super useful, it keeps people in combat, but I'm going to go with comeback kid. And this just means if I happen to die, I'll bounce back to life with 20% of my HP. And I could really turn the tides later on, so... Well, I'm obviously a jester, look at me. I'm absolutely gorgeous, and I've got a witty tongue, and I'm an outlaw, of course. This guy, he's gotten into too much trouble over his life. But these are really for choosing specific conversation options. A lot of the time it'll show up like, oh, you're a jester, so you do want to say something entertaining here, all that kind of stuff. You're an outlaw. Do you know how to get through the underground and talk to these people? And instrument, we're going to play the tambora. I'm not really sure. As for my name, because we are almost done here, let's go for something we are. We are very tricky looking, so that'll be our sir or our title. But I think I'll go for something like, oh goodness, where's my Steam stuff popping up? Brolo the Tricky. How about that? There we go. Hello, Brolo. He's like a Brolo, right? Brolo the Tricky. Alright. Are you done with character creation? I am. I'm feeling good about this. Ah, I love these little cinematics too. They're absolutely beautiful. Nice little town here. I'd live here. This looks nice. Oh, hello.
It all happened like I knew it would.
I knew it would. Oh no.
A single drop of sauce magic.
Sauce. Oh no, the apple!
Like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed.
Oh, that's no good.
The rebel panicked. The carnage began.
I don't want carnage. Leave him alone.
And the magisters pointed their fingers at me.
Yeah, it looks like you did it.
Just as I'd planned.
Oh, she knew. I see.
I was shackled and collared
Oh, that's rude.
and sent to Fort Joy.
You did kill a lot of people. Oh, these poor people in collars. So from my
I'd
recollection,
come here to kill
oh,
Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
oh, that's us, Godwoken. Ah, glorious. In my recollection, people that can control that magic, the source, are heavily scrutinized because, as you saw when she used it, it summoned monsters, so they aren't particularly trusting of these people. And we are currently being shipped off to Fort Joy, as she said.
So, still a bit groggy, are we?
I am.
Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon
Oh,
enough.
she's so sweet.
Easy now.
Thank
no
you.
need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Alright, I thought she was being sarcastic, but then she had like a little bit of sincerity there, so I'm not sure. Alright, here we are, Brolo the Tricky. Everybody say hi to Brolo. He is gonna be our good boy.
Wasn't a dream after all.
Wasn't a dream after all. Alright, so as you can see, we have the environment here. I can move the camera around, but here's my guy, Brolo. Just click to walk him around. And really we just go around and interact with stuff.
Oh, I don't even remember them strapping me down.
Strap him way down. We go around, we interact with stuff, and then when we've interacted with enough stuff, we beat the game. Oh, and when I hit Alt, I can see stuff that I can interact with. I can get a bucket. It's a helmet, alright. I don't suppose... Alright, here we go. Equip. There we go, much better. I'm sorry, I don't want to lose the -1 to initiative, unfortunately. As hilarious as that is. I can't reach. This is locked. I think she said upstairs, so I think this ladder is where I want to be going to. It has been so long since I've played this game, so I'm hoping... Oh. Tutorial deck, huh? It's been so long since I've played this game, so if I seem like I don't know what's going on, it's because I really don't. I don't suppose I can move this crate. Move objects by clicking and dragging them. Oh, wonderful. Would you kindly... Ah! I'm strong in the Force. In the ways of the Force. Alright, here we go.
An animal sty. Freight or food?
Right or food? Alright, let's see. There's a bucket with water. There's a sheep. Hi, sheep!
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully.
Balefully.
Her rectangular eyes like letterboxes.
Like letterboxes to the
One sharp
void.
hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Oh, of course she does. Alright, thanks. Letterboxes to the void. Of course. Alright, that door is locked. I should search for its key. It's clearly in the bucket with water. That's nasty over there. I don't suppose it's just in the chicken coop. Ooh, eggs! Eggs is. Oh, well, that's my crate apparently.
Did you expect a needle?
I didn't expect a needle. I thought maybe I'd get a key though. Let's see, where might I find a key? I didn't see any over here. Of course, this is just the tutorial area, so it's whatever I want it to be. Let's see if I can use an ability. I have turn arm into a tentacle. I can attack the door, but it doesn't look like it did anything. Maybe I can bullhorn past it. I guess not. Oh, I got bull rush. Oh, while I have the horns on, I can charge people, rush them. So as I said, metamorphosis, I can take on animal aspects and kick some butt with bull horns and tentacle arms and what have you. One of the main appeals is getting attribute points, of course. Another one is definitely the you can crowd control people, turn them into a chicken, take them out of a fight. Little stuff like that really contributes as you get through the game and things get kind of difficult. Well, I'm not sure where the key is. I don't think it's just lying around. I'm pretty comfortable just leaving. I don't see a key anywhere, so... And that door is locked. As much as we could technically break that door down over time, I don't think it's necessary. It's just the tutorial ship, so I think it's fine to just get through as quick as we can and, you know, get to the main festivities. Ooh, a jawless gold cup. It's mine. An ancient book. I believe it's red because I can't
Now
take
you're
it.
looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough.
It does,
Nice
thank
bit
you.
of work, even if I do say so myself.
Oh, you're so kind. You want to
There
talk?
you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean.
Oh man,
Not to worry.
that's rude.
Every dog has to get used to its leash.
You're a dog,
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William.
William.
All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
I'm not on the manifest yet.
You'll
All
find
right.
him on the other side
Oh, here
of
we
this
go.
deck, in the officers' quarters.
So here we go. The options. So there's default options everyone will have, but as an outlaw, as a jester, I can choose hilarious things like the last thing you remember is hoisting your 15th pint. Is this the ram's head loo?
Don't you dare! If you violate the virtue of my carpet, I'll do a good thing worse and put a collar around your neck.
Violate the virtue of my carpet.
Index
All right.
fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
A duck?
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you?
I am a bit befuddled.
Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know.
sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually.
Eventually,
In the meantime, all
yeah.
you need to know is that we're on
We're on
a
right to
life
Fort
awaits,
Joy.
and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well.
Cure.
An end to sauce. For good.
Alright, so source is that magic that we can use that summons those monsters, and, well, it sounds like they want to get rid of it, frankly. I would want to get rid of it. That's dangerous,
Gods,
but...
There's been a murder here.
But oh, goodness, it's a whodunit. That is horrifying. Hi, Magister Waters, huh? Well, what do you think of
Behind the
this?
Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap.
Ugh.
Gore and limbs lie at odd angles.
Yeah, I feel a
Look
little
easy
sick.
now. You're pale in the arse. Why don't you move along?
Thanks.
Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did
Oh,
it.
can I lend a
Aren't
hand?
you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no. Go ahead. She...
Oh, I can go in. Cool. Hey, Waters. Ah, yes, he fell from this bed and hit the floor this hard.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
We hope this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky
Oh,
no void
someone
book
did
and
this with
followed
Source?
the source that did
Okay.
this.
Yeah, you're his
Finn
captor.
didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared. We'll find out who
Goodness.
did this.
He was
looks up
afraid
at
of
you
his
with
own
I was
power.
on duty in your room when the murder
In
happened.
my room?
You were asleep. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship.
Thank you.
Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
No. Yeah, maybe I can. Yeah, are you
Finn was
investigating
killed by
them?
Source. If a Magister could do that,
Oh, okay.
it looks more like a
I guess
passenger
Magisters
managed
are
to
these
slip
people
their
and they
collar.
can't use Source.
And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you.
I
Listen,
see.
I could use someone bring me a good
Good
lead,
lead.
and I'll throw in a
Ooh, a
shiny
gold
gold
coin.
coin for you. How about that?
Okay, well I'm just gonna go. I don't want to take any sides yet. I don't know what's going on with Finn there, I think is his name. So you can hold Alt again, and nope, nothing in here. Nothing to loot, I should say. And that's all I care about is the loot. Oh, there's a bedroll over here.
Please, Losa.
Oh.
That's enough now.
Oh, there's children here. You guys are the worst. Oh, the dog though.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Ah, hello. I'm married
Would you
now.
please tell this very charming gaggle of
Gaggle.
little rat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman.
Losa?
Nor do I sing, in fact.
Sing.
I'm deathly allergical.
Of course. Yeah, who's
The
Los?
young woman seems about to raise her hand, but quickly remembers herself and nods pointedly at the
I'm
excited
Los.
children.
Oh, thanks, you ruined it.
Indeed. Why, my name is, Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeg.
Ah. Well, I hope that changes soon
The
then.
children break out into
I say, it is.
It
Her
is not.
pinched face cracks into a great
It is
grin.
not.
Yeah,
I got
okay,
her.
you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good
Hey,
and
she's a
ready.
famous
She
singer.
turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Yes.
You
Los, we
right.
presume. Losa. Do you know anything about the murder? Well, no. I'll look around with you. You can watch it. Yeah.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang.
Ship
we play
gang.
ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Well, I want to play ball.
You take
All right.
care, though.
suddenly her eyes cloud to an unnatural
Oh,
black.
no.
Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a... As quickly as they came, the clouds clear.
Okay.
She smiles as though no change came up.
Good luck, Chief.
Yeah, no problem. That was horrifying. I don't remember what that's about. That's concerning to say the least. Well, let's go talk to other people. So these are the other people you could have played as if you wanted to start with like a backstory. So this is Losa. We could have played as her, and we would have had her backstory and her. Well, we could customize her, but basically just follow her.
An elf
Her story.
sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling.
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, Mr. Oogie
She
Boogie Man.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Can I
She
join
shakes
you,
her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid.
Mr.
Rolling dice.
Oogie Boogie
deciding
Man?
fates.
Whose fate is
Don't
she
worry,
deciding?
honey. It isn't yours.
She looks
Okay.
you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile.
Coy smile.
Never say never, though.
Okay. Can you read? Yeah. Can you read cow
She
intros?
eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh.
Oh.
One of the perks of being
Can
an
you not
elf,
read-
you see.
yeah,
I
don't
could
read mine.
lick your arm and tell you how
What?
you spent the night before last. Shall I?
I don't see why
She
not.
gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the
Oh
tongue,
my God.
efficient, like
Oh.
a cat grooming.
Oh, it's horrifying. Please don't groom me like a cat.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers.
I was.
As
Maybe
everyone
I
lay
wasn't there.
Sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back
A very
home.
special someone.
You were reminiscing.
At the
About the
things. I don't
things
like
you
what you're
used to do
implying.
together.
That's exactly
Of course it
right.
is. The truth's right there, skin deep.
Do you have to lick me to do
But
that,
don't
or
you
was
worry,
that just
darling. Your secrets? I don't lick and
lick and
tell.
tell? Oh, she doesn't lick and tell. That's so sweet of you.
One of us would kill our own. They're picking us
Oh,
off
he's
one
talking
by
about the
one.
murder. If I remember, yeah, elves can eat flesh or something, and they can tell a person's past, which is very unique to this game. It's my personal favorite.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of
Glorious
meticulous
beard,
plaits, each
absolutely
one breaking-
gorgeous.
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
He sensed me.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
You hear that, boy? Ah, whatever. Yeah. What are we hearing?
Shep.
The ship. Yeah. I'll
A
listen to
wave
the
of
sounds.
sound washes over you. The unintelligible
Oh, there's a
chatter
lot
of
on the
your
ship
ship
apparently.
the groaning of wood from
I
floor
want to make
to
a ship
ceiling,
gang with
the
Beast.
boom,
That's my
crash,
next
and
thing. We'll
crackle
play
of waves
ball.
around you,
We'll be exclusive,
complaints
just like
from
those
the sea
children. It's
itself.
gonna be great.
And
And it is the sea
The
sounds
fellow
angry.
cocks his ear.
that isn't anger.
What
he
is
cocks
it?
his ear to the other.
Anticipation.
Oh,
She
anticipation.
senses something.
I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate.
Thanks, Beast.
That's all you hear, though. Listen.
I like that they let him keep his hat and all of his beard medallions, apparently. Let the ambient sounds
just like that.
fade away.
Squeak!
Narrator, squeak!
Aha.
His
Aha!
eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy.
Oh, he's so
Yeah.
friendly.
You heard it, didn't you?
Yeah, I heard it.
I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy.
Good
Good news.
what's it supposed to
It's
be?
The wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot?
I'm your
Squeaks whenever
beautiful
the
idiot,
helmsman
though.
jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading
Means we're heading
east.
east.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for
Oh my gosh.
yes, only 10.34
10.34 nautical miles. Of course, we're only 10.34. 10.34 repeating, of course, nautical miles to Fort Joy. Burn my beard. Oh, I see. So you shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. Yeah, I agree.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go
far, mate.
Even here.
Of course I have eyes. I mean, look at him. He's gorgeous. Yeah, why are you so
No,
excited?
indeed, boy. But that ain't
Oh.
my...
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes
His
his
eyes
beard.
roll.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
If you have an escape plan, I want
He
in.
continues stroking his beard. A beard
He just doesn't. It's not gonna talk to me anymore. Okay.
I've never dined on anything.
Well, Beast is glorious. I happen to know these people, so I'm just gonna
A
talk to
scruffy
you.
man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded.
This is
A
the
sly
real
smile playing on
MVP
his
here,
face,
though.
He stares
Ifan.
across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he
Watch your back, new fish.
New Fish.
There's a murderer on
Man,
board,
New Fish would have been a
3
much
months'
better
pay
name.
is
I
this
want to be called
trample
New Fish this whole game.
rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning. The man named Ifan beckons again.
He's fine. Move closer
He
to him.
leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly.
He's
on
a
your
lover
neck.
and a fighter.
He
He's
winks.
delicate but aggressive. He's beauty and he's grace. He's Miss Ship.
Pinches less that way, right?
It does. Thank you. I'd love to know that our eyes are meeting at this moment. Pinches less that way, and I just nod.
Hocking
Yeah.
a phlegmy gobbet in your general
Oh, never
direction,
mind.
The sullen
Oh,
Magister
the
settles back to his
Magister is-
task of glowering at it.
I thought he spit at me.
No,
We're
you.
leaning in, adjusting collars, eyes deep, and he just spits at me. It's just the Magister, though.
We
Yeah,
used
why are
to
you the
know each
suspect?
other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat.
My
in an
gosh,
elaborate
apparently you were
fashion
not a good
that
commander.
says Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Ooh.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Ifan knows all and sees all. Johnny Big Pants. That would see another good name. New Fish, Johnny Big Pants.
Long story.
What did you do
Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy.
in the Joy?
Away from interested parties.
Yeah, did you
No.
do it?
The
Oh.
dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
See, he's a good man, Ifan.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed
Damn
Pointed
shame
intensity.
sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Do you know anything
The
about Fort
I've
Joy?
heard a lot. Nothing good.
Nothing good.
Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
I'd like to meet Alexander. He's the leader of their order, I suppose. Yeah, I'd like to meet
Easy
him.
now. I might think the same, but Vic here will
Vic
blow
here.
a blood.
What are you conspiring about over there?
Nothing.
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet, and that bee is me.
He's got a bee in his bonnet. I like that
Name.
phrase. My name is Victor.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously.
Did
then
he actually
scrawls
write
something
down
legible.
Away
Victor?
with you.
Oh my
Ifan
gosh.
performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his...
I love Ifan. He's like the Aragorn of the story. Just full of charisma and masculinity, and it's just intoxicating to be around him.
Well, well.
The red
What
face.
have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
Okay.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
That's very
All
specific.
of a sudden, he grips you firmly by
Oh
the
my
chin,
god.
with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Yeah, why not? Let's see where it leads.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find.
I'm
prime
not
merchandise in
merchandise.
Squalid little shit like this.
How dare you?
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Can you cook? Such a pause. Can you cook? I can hardly tell a turkey from a turnip.
Goodness, no. And don't even mention the demon's testes that are turnips.
The demon's testes that are turnips. I just like turnips by and large as well, and from now on, I'm gonna refer to them as the demon's testes.
On to the second question.
Can I
you
knit?
Weave. In short,
of course I can knit. I can make a bum look like a baron.
Oh, to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. On then to my final query. Have you the ability
cosmetics.
to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance?
Of
cosmetics.
Have you seen me lately? I'm no stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes. I'm gorgeous.
The very basics, then. I suppose. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions
evaluate.
Answered. As per your own testimony, you can tailor and groom, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle.
Whoa! I didn't say that. I just said I didn't know turkey from turnips.
Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's so great. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Mr. the Red Prince. I'm so happy that I can be your slave. Yeah, What?
Slave, of course. Oh, but I see.
It's the full extent of the honor. I don't
anyway,
understand.
You may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy.
No, naturally.
Now shoot.
All right, whatever. Fine. All right.
They're picking us off one by one.
I have nothing to say about that. And then I think Fane is the last guy over here.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia.
Oh, of course.
He looks up. His big round
Cranley
eyes scan your
Hubert.
body,
Ah, see,
absorbing
more good
every
names.
detail.
You know, we didn't properly talk about why that lizard, and I'm guessing lizard is derogatory, so I do apologize. But why the lizard was like, look at your teeth. Can you cook? Can you sew? Oh, great, you're my slave now. I guess that's how slavery works. I don't know. I don't know how slavery works.
He reaches out and takes your hand.
Oh,
turning
good.
it this way and that.
Everybody is
Examining
so
from every
personal.
angle.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Let's review really quickly. The elf licked me. The dwarf patted me, which was good. Ifon felt the need to lean in and adjust my collar with a wink. And now this guy is like grabbing my hand and pinching my skin. People are handsy around here.
Fascinating.
Thank
He sits
you.
back and returns to his book.
He just goes back to the
flipping quickly
book.
from page
Why?
to page, completely oblivious to
Yeah,
your
what the
presence.
hell you think you're... no, what are you reading?
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient.
What?
I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the
That
middle.
is the most pretentious thing I've ever heard. It is simultaneously too detailed and is insufficient.
Tell me, what do you know of your our world's history?
Okay, I know human
Oh,
history.
please. I have no interest in that.
That?
Your books are too full of it already.
Of course.
No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods.
Oh my gosh, this is what they talk about in church. This is my chance. I can minister now. He's asking, I have the info. Brother, are you saved?
This text
we're not
tells
gonna
me
do
that
that.
they created all creatures. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the
questions.
others of their kind?
I don't know. Why are you so
The elf's
curious?
face freezes for just a second.
Oh,
Waves
it's
his
just
hand.
one of my idle curiosities.
Oh, naturally.
We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not?
I know I do.
Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No
Why are you so
amount of
curious?
pestering
Oh,
will-
he's not going to respond to me. Okay. Well, those are all the main people. That was Losa, Sabil, Ifon, Beast, and Fane. And the Red Prince, if I didn't mention him already. So far, first impressions, most of these people do have no sense of personal space. But that's okay. I am a tricky jester and an outlaw, and I can turn into animal things to empower myself. So that is going to be all for our first episode. On the next one, we'll be going through this door where I believe we will be meeting with the person keeping the paperwork, and I think things are going to pick up quite a bit as we get closer to Fort Joy and our inevitable prison. But hopefully we'll band together and make some friends here as well. that's all for me for now. You all have a absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and goodbye to you.